Hey there, this is Dara Connolly, your Fearless Confidence Coach, and I'm excited with this video where I'm going to teach you my top 3 tips on how to speak more assertively. Let's do it. Let's jump right in. Tip number 1 is that I want you to know what you're going to say before you say it. It's all about being prepared. Assertiveness means when you're coming into that meeting or family situation where you know it's going to test you a little bit, you have to exude that confidence and assertiveness. The more prepared you are, the more successful you're going to be. So if you walk in unprepared, which often we think we can just wing it in the moment, you're more likely to get pulled into the drama or the emotions may get out of control. So what I want you to do is think of what you can say. Think of 1 or 2 phrases that you can be prepared to say. So when you're ready, you have them at the go-to. So what I like to do is teach my clients short, easy phrases to remember. Like, that's not okay. It's not okay to talk to me that way. It's not okay to treat me that way. I'm not accepting that. The shorter, the better, but have them at the ready. And when you go into the situation, you're not going to get pulled into the drama of it. So tip number 1 is to be prepared. I know you can do this. Okay, now tip number 2, which is something that sets people apart. A lot of times people don't do this. Let's say you have a friend that is always pestering you for money, or someone who crashes on your sofa because they're always in between jobs. And we feel bad. We don't want to say no. So what do? We say, I'm sorry, I can't do that. Here's a genius way to be assertive, but not insult them. You ready? We're going to reject the category, not the person. So what do I mean by that? When we say, I can't do it, it implies that we want to do it, but something's stopping us, that we don't have control of the situation. That's not actually true. What I want you to do is twist it around. I want you to say, no, I don't allow family members to crash on my sofa for more than 2 days. Or no, I don't loan money to friends. See, when I say don't instead of can't, it makes it more of an entire rejection of the category and not the person. So they have no room to wiggle here and argue with you. Or try to say, come on, please, just this one time. I promise I'll pay it back. It'll only be 3 nights, no big deal. You are rejecting the entire category, not the person. So they cannot come back with that counter argument. There's no negotiating power here. So I want you to replace I can't, or I'm not able to do it this time, with no, I don't do this. And you make it a blanket statement. Maybe it's at work, you're getting pulled into, we need someone to hold down the fort on a Saturday morning. And if you say, no, sorry, I can't, I have to go watch my kid's soccer game. Well, then what's going to happen is they come back with the counter argument. Oh, really? What time's your kid's soccer game? Oh, it's at 10:30. Well, why don't you come in from 8 to 10? See, what you're doing is you lost the power. So assertiveness is holding the power of the situation. So instead of, hey, Dara, can you come in Saturday morning? We need somebody to help out. No, I don't work Saturdays. I have other commitments. No negotiation. So important to make sure you replace can't or won't, or I'm not comfortable, or I don't want to, with I don't. Try this and you'll see how people respond to you differently. Okay, now you're not going to want to miss the 3rd tip. So this is a good time to remind you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you are notified when I publish new content. And if you haven't yet, grab my free confidence tip. You're going to want to click the link below so you can grab those right now. Okay, tip number 3. This is a really powerful one. You ready? Get to know quickly. When somebody asks you something and you really don't want to, don't dance around it. Don't try to be nice and think that you're saying no when really you're saying maybe, or sometime in the future that could be a yes. We don't want to leave people hopeful. It doesn't matter if it's a person asking you on a date and you're not interested. If you say, oh, that's so nice, I'd love to, but actually I have plans, I'm going out with my sister, that's leaving it open for the person to try again. If you're really not interested, say no, I'm not interested. It's a way to capture the essence of what you want to say as soon as possible. So get to know quickly. We're not going to beat around the bush. We're not going to get fancy, try to explain ourselves. It just confuses the other person. And they don't know what your intention is. They don't know what your outcome is. They cannot read your mind. So make it easier for people, get to know quickly. Okay, so let me give you an example to make this real life, because a lot of times I have clients that say, it's hard for me to say no, especially if it's a friend or somebody I care about. I don't want them to think I'm rejecting them personally. So let's make this real. You get invited to a friend's party and you just don't want to go. You just want a quiet evening in. So you feel bad. So what do? Oh, sorry. I really just, I wanted, this weekend's not great. I have some other plans and I was really hoping to, just finish some stuff around the house. And then they're going to, again, negotiate with you. Come on, just come for a little bit. It'll be fun. Just 2 hours. That's it. Like, well, I don't really want to. I was planning on doing some other stuff. Come on, I need you there. You're my best friend. I need you there. Oh, okay. And then before you know it, you give in and you say yes. So the assertiveness means we get to know quickly. So this time, let's twist it around a little bit. Can you come to the party? I can't wait to see you there. We're looking forward to having this big bash. No, I can't make it. What? You can't make it? No, I know. I really want to, but no, I can't. There's no apology needed. There's no explanation needed. I know this is hard to do, especially if you're a people pleaser and you want to get the other person to be on your side and you think you're hurting their feelings and you want them to like you. Trust me, people can handle your no. So get to know quickly. Notice I didn't try to add to it. I'm not saying, no, I can't make it, but it sounds really fun. Let me check with my partner. I'd love to go. I mean, I could get back to you tomorrow. Let me think about it. Well, now you just open the door. So we need to be consistent when we say no, and we get to that no quickly as possible and then stop talking. Because especially if this is hard for you to do, to be assertive, the more we say, we tend to give away our power. So get to know quickly and say it with a smile. It doesn't need to be mean or harsh. You could still be assertive, but kind. You could be assertive and polite. No, I can't make it. I can't make it. That's it. I know this is tricky. So I want to make sure you have time to practice this. Do this as often as you can. Start with people that are easy in your life to say no to, someone that you know isn't going to make you feel guilty, and then go on to the more difficult people and give yourself a couple of weeks to do this. This is a work in progress. So now I want to hear from you. Now that I've taught you tips on how to speak assertively, you're going to want to watch my next video, which is how to speak your mind and be assertive. Get really into those sticky situations in life. So, and before we get to that, be sure to click the link below for Dara Connolly Club, where there's a plethora of video contents on how to speak assertive at work, in relationships, how to overcome sexism or bullies or harassment. Dara Connolly Club is offering new videos every month. They're 10 minutes or less, and this is a phenomenal place to get access to all my expert series. So until then, you are amazing.